against Cameron Dimmitt.
18:38 left in your first period, and the team's just kind of feeling each other out.
And Watertown carrying across, going to fire one wide, right? I'm not sure if that was a dump or a shot. It's going to be collected by the Dasher defense, no less, as they're going to try and push it up. Nick Gullo finds it. Patrick Zylak going to take a shot here, and it's blocked by Pominville. That's going to come back here around the boards. The Watertown is going to recover control here of the puck. It comes as far as number 25, Joseph Devaney, who's going to carry around a little bit and find number 15, Cameron Dimmitt. Dimmitt skates through. Deeks almost finds the bar down, but just over the bar there of Jesse Gordichuk. It's going to come back around to Aaron Atwell on the other side for the Dashers, as Atwell gets it back after a little bit of a deflection. That was Nick Gullo trying to grab it with It's going to be Patrick Zylak for the Dashers up against number 14, Marvin Powell, who's taken a lot of the face-offs so far. Aaron Atwell going to try and cut this one off as he finds the stick of another Dasher attacker, as Watertown just can't clear that one. It's a nice stop there from Johan Hoagland, who played a big part in last weekend's games for the Dashers. That's going to get back to 91 there. Jesse Naher to Hoagland to Naher. Naher might have a shot here. It's broken up by Watertown's defense as Marvin Powell lays chase. Aaron Atwell on the ice. It's coming out to him as he has a nice little stick deke. Going to try and get it over here to Johan Hoagland, back to Naher. Hoagland shoots on Spires, and it's wide left of the net there. Atwell going to get it behind, as that's going to find AJ Tesserero. A little bit of a different look here for the Dasher power play. Maybe starting off with the power play 2 as Hoagland fires a shot from the point. We've seen him score from those last weekend as Watertown gets that
power play. I expect the Dashers to cash in this time.
Yeah, you got to really hope you get 2 power plays in the early goings of the first period. You really want to capitalize, especially when your defense has been putting up points as well as your offense at such a high pace. When you're working on both sides, your power play should be very effective.
Well, before the game, you said you wouldn't be surprised to see a 2-1 score. We're kind of on that pace right now.
Yeah, with these penalties, though, you never know. Firing back, Tesserero off rebound almost finds net. That's going to be scooped up by Jeremy Pominville.
Very good job by Pominville, and he's had a very solid start to his season, too. Only giving up goals at the clip of about 2.25 a game.
Looks like Watertown's going to win that face-off. It only is going to make it as far as Johan Hoagland, who fires back in. Aaron Atwell out on the ice as well as AJ Tesserero. And out there also is Artem Efimov-Barakov. A fire shot from the point from Johan Hoagland. He's going to be taking a lot of those over the course of the season, you got to feel like.
He's got a great wrist shot, and he's also got a great slapper. That kid's got a great marksmanship. Dashers from having a chance there.
And now the power play is over. We're going to see a shot there from Artem Efimov-Barakov that Joe's just left of Jeremy Pominville.
Didn't get all of that one, but it almost paid off because he had the goaltender fooled.
Right there is Artem Efimov-Barakov throwing it down the ice as it's almost scooped up there by Nick Gullo. Not quite, though. It said the Watertown cannot get this puck out of their defensive zone here, but they do. And it's just going to come right back because that's an icing.
Dasher's doing a good job of circling the wagons there and just kind of keeping that puck from getting out of the zone. Real tenacious. That has the tendency to wear a defense down.
12 minutes left in the game here, as that was a very quick 8 minutes. Lining up in the center circle, Patrick Zylak and number 15, Cameron Dimmitt. That one's going to be blown dead, and we're going to do it over again. You wonder if the same 2 will come back to it. They will indeed. Our on-ice official going to get us started nicely here as he drops the puck again. It's won by Watertown, but kind of stuck under the legs of Patrick Zylak as the Dashers keep that one in the offensive zone thanks to a soccer pass from Aaron Atwell. He's good with his hands and with his feet, apparently. Jesse Naher going to be on the other end of that one. Fires to Hoagland, who tries to shoot in for a rebound, but it's nicely swept up by Jeremy Pominville. And coming around, Watertown's going to win this one as we come back here. It's going to find the stick, number 15, Cameron Dimmitt, who tries to find Boudreau, but it's unsuccessful in that. Actually, Joseph Devaney out there, excuse me. That's going to be Brad Denny recovering here with Johan Hoagland. Nick Gullo ends up on the side of it. He's out there with Patrick Zylak, caught up in a scrap earlier. Hoagland going to end up with it. Deeks back, passes over to Denny. As Hoagland back with it now, looking for an outlet. No such luck there as Watertown's got it swallowed up. He tries a very interesting pass there. Patrick Zylak actually going to come on the end of it thanks to a nice hit there laid by Artem Efimov-Barakov, who comes out. It's going to be Nick Gullo out there trying to get a hold of the stick, but the Watertown defense really pestering him there with active sticks of their own. That's going to come back to Hoagland, who passes it down. It's going to get past Nick Gullo and come back over to Artem Efimov-Barakov as Watertown recovers after an extended period of offense there from the Dashers that really resulted in nothing. Joseph Devaney tries to fire one on. It's only going to get as far as Jesse Gordachuk, as it's really going to go wide to the left of him, as Dashers really fighting on defense to get that puck back and showing some good results because of it. It'll be interesting to take a look at the possession stats at the end of this one here. Johan Hoagland coming back around with it, fires it up the boards. It's almost cut off there by number 47, Igor Kostyakov, but not quite. Kostyakov back on it now. Back here on the side is Nicholas Kalpuzos, seen a lot of ice time already, as Gordachuk just kind of sealing up that right side of his net as the Dashers find it. AJ Tesorero, player coach, in the face-off circle for the Dashers with number 15, Cameron Dimmitt, who almost finds a streak through. That's going to get up all the way almost to Artem Efimov-Barakov, but not quite there for the Dashers, as it hasn't been most of the time on offense. Coming the other way now, Austin Petrie, or Joseph Devaney, excuse me. Same number, different name. Almost finds an open-legged Jesse Gordachuk, not quite, as that trip is going to come from the Watertown own player there, as Johan Hoagland now coming. Tries a steak dick to get through. I think he probably should just relate to sticking to the point. Watertown with a break now. That's going to be broken up by Brad Denley, who deals with it nicely. Coming all the way back there to number 47, Igor Kostyakov.
Dashers getting
the last there, and then on the floor as two of them collide there. That hit late on number 9, Lane King of Watertown.
Palmerville did a good job in the deep defensive end there for the Dashers, cleaning up what could have been a big chance for Watertown.
Kyle Powell and Jesse Port passing back and forth there. That shot's going to be fired off of Gordachuk. It's going to be a face-off here to his right. Watertown wins it. It's going to come back to Danville, though, eventually. That one's flicked up almost over the boards by Artem Efimov-Barakov, as Danville almost has a breakaway with Patrick Zylak and Nick Gullo, but no such luck there as Watertown's going to recover. Nick Gullo does a great job at keeping that one in the offensive zone, but no longer afterwards. Coming down the side here now is Seth Ensor as he carries around past two Watertown defensemen, but he loses the puck in the end. It was basically a 1v3 there coming down the right side of the boards, actually to the left of Jeremy Palmenville. Watertown breaking back across now. It's Joseph Devaney on the puck. That's going to be fired back down there to the Danville defense. On the other side, it's going to find Johan Hoagland. Coming back around now is got to get the stick off of your puck there, as Seth Ensor is going to end up with it. I always feel bad when I pronounce his name wrong.
Good job by the Dashers having somebody out front as that puck came squirting out in front of Gordachuk.
And back on the defensive end, it was Nicholas Kalpuzos here. Dashers going to fire a shot on as Tesorero almost finds the net. Now Palmenville is on the ground, but the Dashers can't get the puck out, as Watertown's going to just kind of bring this one down. It's number 25, Joseph Devaney, on the end of it. He shoots, and it's swept up by Jesse Gordachuk. 5-on-4 hockey, as the penalty's not yet up on the board, although the clock is running. So very interesting.
And now we're back to even strength.
Very interesting ruling there. Not sure what happened. We'll get the official word on that. We're back to even strength here nonetheless, with two men in the box, one for each team. That one's brought down into a scrum. Eventually going to get out of there is AJ Tesorero, the goal scorer for the Dashers, as he's put into the boards there by number 90, Dallas Desjardins, assuming the brother of Michael Desjardins. Wrapping it around now is Tesorero, going to try and deke it through and shot on Palmenville, but Palmenville directs it out themselves to lock things down.
The coach said it was all about limiting the time and space that the playmakers had, and they're doing a good job of it on both.
Share now after a successful couple of shifts, and that's the way to make an impact in an early season.
Working the power play and working the penalty kill unit as well.
Jesse Naher fires up to Artem Efimov-Barakov. Not quite there, though, is Watertown able to recollect with Preston Kugler on the other end there. Coming up now is Joseph Devaney bringing it up. It's intercepted by the Dashers, but given right back to Michael Desjardins. That's given right up there on the other end by number 7, Efimov-Barakov, who takes a big hit there. It comes right into the open arms period without allowing a goal, in all honesty, but no such luck for him there. He's put on a heck of a show regardless. That one's going to be scooped up like a shortstop grounder there by Jesse Gordachuk.
That puck was on end as it took off from the Watertown defender or defensive man, and that thing came in like a knuckleball.
Derek Boudreau lining up against Patrick Zylak in the face-off circle as Watertown turns that one over. Only as far as the point man, though. Eventually going to get on the end of this is Danville. Alex Palmerville going to slap it up. Number 9 there, Lane King, tries to fire a shot on, but the net comes off after the deflection from Jesse Gordichuk.
Danville getting a little sloppy here on defense to start the third period, giving up some chances in that offensive end for Watertown. Got to see that put to an end, or the good guys going to be down real quick here in the third.
A.J. Tesserero against Derek Boudreau here as Tesserero locks him up long enough for Alex Palmerville to recover the puck here. Sends it back around to Aaron Atwell. Atwell had a mitigated impact on this game as compared to last weekend. Still some good shifts there on the defense nonetheless. Has moved back to a defensive role for the weekend. Or for tonight at least. He probably will not be there tomorrow if Ben Bukal is able to make it back. Number 9, Lane King coming down. He passes a stretch over to Derek Boudreau. Elects not to shoot, elects to wrap it around and survey his options. That's going to come back to Tyler Urich. And stripped away there is Urich, but only so far as the Watertown point man. It's going to come right back to Urich behind the net as he's playing a very good facilitating role. Almost picks a pass out there to Lane King for a shot. Tesserero nearly came away with a stripped pass, and he actually yelled in frustration about that one, but he comes up with this one. He's right in the right place at the right time. Zylak going to have to do some work here. Jesse Naher also with him. That's actually Artem Efimov-Barakov, tries to wrap it around. It's cut off, though, by Tyler Urich, playing the great role of a two-way center. Doing a great job at getting back on defense there. Vladimir Port passes along. It eventually finds its way up to Lane King. King tries to find Derek Boudreau. He does, and Boudreau throws it through. That's actually going to come face off to the right of Gordichuk. It's going to be won by Danville, but pushed out as far as Jesse Naher. Naher's going to have to do some work here to get out of this one. A 3-on-1. Elects to fire it on to Jeremy Palmenville, and is going to win an offensive face-off for his team off of a 3-on-1. One of the better results.
Watertown a big chance.
13 minutes here left in the third period as Atwell connects with Jesse Naher. Naher fires over to Artem Efimov-Barakov. That rebound is almost buried.
Had him beat.
Naher, he had him beat with an open net, but just wide. Jesse Naher almost with the go-ahead goal there. A good fight on the other end as he's put into the glass, but comes up with the interception anyway. Going to be recovered here by Watertown, though. A nice pass picked out there to Kyle Powell, who's coming into the zone now. Powell's going to have a shot. It's wide and high of Gordichuk. That's going to be coming around to Lane King now. King up on the boards there. Over there is Atwell. And the Dasher defense put into the boards there by Tesserero. Tesserero going to flick one forward here. He's looking for his options. Two men cutting off passing routes there. Finds Atwell nonetheless out to Artem Efimov-Barakov, who tries to deke past, ends up losing the puck instead as he's almost put into the bench there by number 9, Lane King. A nice hit delivered there, and Aaron Atwell stands up regardless. Passes over to Prendergast. No goal, no! It did not go past the blue line. Gordichuk literally standing on his head as the Dashers bring it back down here. Bringing it down now is Brad Denny. Tries to deke past the defense. No such luck there from the defender on the other end. It's going to come back here to Derek Boudreau. Boudreau shoots and scores! Face-off circle against Derek Boudreau. Zylak loses out to Boudreau. A very bad track record tonight in that matchup. That one's going to come down. Boudreau might almost get into the end of this one, but Aaron Atwell says no. Collects the puck behind with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock. Atwell comes out, passes over to Alex Palmerville. Palmerville shoots it across the ice. The referee does the Dashers a hand there as Tesserero comes up with it. Passes over to Barakov, tries to wrap it around. No such luck as Watertown is right there. Coming down the ice now is the blocker Lane King with a deke. Almost a shot with a nice fake. Now he's going to have a shot. He's going to pass over. And that was Joseph Devaney going just high of Gordichuk. Had him beat. Open net. Fails to capitalize. That's big for the Dashers.
Dashers turn the puck over right in front of their netminder. He was not going to have a chance on that shot, but it goes high and wide.
Now coming to take the face-off is A.J. Tesserero. A much-needed win there from Tesserero after losing the last couple Danville has. Palmerville fires through. That's going to get all the way out to Tanner Hildebrandt, making another impact, forcing off a defender. You're not going to get past him very easily. Now fighting for it is Efimov-Barakov. Loses out, though, only as far as Alex Palmerville. Palmerville slings it through for Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt coming through, looking to find Atwell instead. Tries to get it back to Barakov, who loses out on the puck. Barakov now going to lay chase on the other side. Watertown with some nice passing to keep this one in check. Even the Watertown bench had lost sight of that puck as it came towards them. Hildebrandt now collecting.